love that color on Terry.
Which one?
This, the
Burgundy?
color he's wearing is very pretty.
The burgundy?
Yeah, I think he's great in burgundy.
Hello, Miss Phyllis.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, Phyllis.
Yay!
I'm not.
Happy Monday. I almost said happy Wednesday. Why do I do that? Happy Monday, everybody.
Whatever day you want it to be.
Whatever day you want. And
Happy day.
10th, and November 10th is a very special day because this is the day that if you were a first quarter star or enrolled your customers in the preferred customer program for them to get their winter lookbook, you can order the new winter products today.
Woo!
It's true. It's true. Now, fear not. If you were not one of those people, you can be part of everyone who gets to order on Sunday the 15th. No, Saturday the 15th. I lied to you. It's Saturday the 15th, or as I like to call it, 10:01 p.m. on Friday the 14th.
Yes.
Anytime Jeff and I have that talk of, should we move back east? Like, he always comes up with logical things. Like, we don't want to watch college football at noon. We want to watch it at 9 a.m. We don't want to watch Monday Night Football at 8:30. We want to watch it at 5:30. And I think to myself, I want to be able to order their products the day before at 10:01 p.m.
We love 10:01 p.m.
I love 10:01 p.m. So I want Trish to kind of introduce your Canva goodness, my friend, because this is something everybody can create, and she'll share a template and I can share a template. But I will tell you that I did share 3 of the ideas that Trish has in this Canva template at our retreat on Saturday. So it got a lot of people's juices flowing as far as how to be creative and not make themselves insane. Because there were a lot of really great duplicatable things that were floating around there. So Trish, take it away, friend.
Okay, guys. I know that it's still not really cold here where we live in Las Vegas, but we have to like start playing our Christmas music and get in the mindset because it is here. It is here. And we are retailers, so we have to act like it and be so like on it right now. People have already been like messaging me like, oh, are you out of this? Are you out of that yet? Like they're wanting to get their shopping done. So a few years ago, I made on Canva, they have like ready-made presentations. Like you just kind of pick one and then it has a bunch of blank pages and you can add in what you want. So let me share screen with you guys and show you this year's version, which I will share with Danny because you'll want to make it your own. Let's see, Chrome tab. Made easy. Make sure I got the right one. I think it's this one. Yeah. And so what I did is, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger so you can see the whole thing. Hope you can see it. This one has music with it.
Oh, cute.
And I like a little music with it. I just think it makes people feel more in the mood. I'm not sure if I play this, if it will play the music for you, but I just went into the elements on the side here. And if you scroll down a little bit, hopefully you can see this part. There's a button that says audio. And when I click on audio, it comes up with all these, it says, well, what do you want? So I just put Christmas, because I don't want straight up regular Christmas song because people have emotions tied to all that, and some are good and some are bad. And some, like if I see Mommy Kissing Santa Claus one more time, I'm going to throw something, it's like, I just look for happy Christmas instrumental. So this is one I use. I'll skip to it. Oops, where'd it go? Hold 1 second here. It's faster than me sometimes. It is my buttons on my computer with this are so sensitive. So if you can hear this, so you could hear that, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I just have that, and it's 1:46. So all I had to do is grab that and slide it over, and then it put it at the bottom. See this blue line at the bottom?
Yes.
Audio. So if you shared this with somebody as an MP4, which is the way you have to do it. So if you hit the share button and you say download, it'll say, how do you want to download it? And it's telling me right here in the yellow, you know, you've got music here. You need to do something different besides the PDF. So you just click the drop down menu, and there's one right there, MP4 video, and you can just hit that. And I have a hidden page here. That's why there's one that's not showing up. You would just say select all pages, and then you can download it and send it to somebody in a text or in an email. If you don't want to have music with it and you want to just be able to send it kind of a different way or easier, you can just pick PDF, and same thing, you can download it, and then you can share that with anybody via text or email. And so basically what it is, and you guys can take this template and you can just pop your own pictures in there if you like, but I didn't want it too long. You don't want it too short. Hopefully my daughter's not in here looking at something right now in here. That's funny. I just saw her initials pop up. I'm like, oh no.
I was like, maybe she's going to tweak something while we were looking here.
Yeah, she fixed some stuff for me earlier.
Well, you click the present button, Trish.
Where is my present button?
Left of share.
Left of share. Okay, let's do it. Present full screen. Yeah, that would be nice, right?
Yeah.
And then say present. Let's see what it looks like.
There we go. All of them I do for the hat, and those gloves have an extent, so it's just including the gloves. And then this is hydrogel patches. I mean, you guys can use this template right here as it is. I think it's my favorite because I think they're delightful, and I think they're one of the best things to get as a gift because most women won't buy them themselves. So you can notice here, 40 each, or you get 3 for $99.95. It saves them $20, and so some people like that. Yeah, this is line boxes. I love everything that I like. Just line boxes or that, and then little fire out of comes this day. Mary, I think I'm going to call eyeshadow. And on this one, now $10 add-on, I can do a personalized name added to the palette, and I need a photo of that to add to this. But hey, Trish,
you're like Danny across here in glitter vinyl. I have a machine I can do that on. So anything that you have extra in your world, you can add that on, and you know, you might want that because it's something special personalized. Let's go back. This is some satin lips, $27.95. I should come up with like the 3 for price, but these were the last 2 I was doing in a rush of stuff for lips. And again, this is just a pillow box with the papers lined with the little letters cut out with glitter paper. And it looks amazing when it's done, and it's set. And so I included a little bit to cover my packaging in here because it's here, and I like this. This one's Or you can use any gift box. You don't have to do that. But this one, I'm including that $1 puff that you can get, or what is that called? Loofah thing? Forgot what it's called. It's $1 on Mary Kay section 2. I think we still have those. And again, same thing here. It's one price for one, but if they want to get 3 sets, they get a discount. Because I'd rather sell 3 to somebody than just one. So that's the Hello Clean set. I just kept it called what they call it in the lookbook. And then there's my own before and after. You guys don't have one, you should make one. Go before and after. And then these are the things listed that I like to do the most in my business. And then my website, my phone number. So let's stop sharing and make it quiet for a minute.
One of the struggles we were having while you were doing that was I could hear you as soon as I was able to turn down the music.
Okay, I turned down the music for my end too.
It was so weird, but then it would kick back up and go guns blazing loud on you.
So maybe don't worry about the music. Just send the PDF. I have a couple customers who love the music, so I make it mostly for them.
Well, I think it's great for the presentation part. We could all figure out what you were talking about because your little pointer was going around and talking. So it's like, okay, we can figure it out. But I think they're brilliant. I think all of the ideas are brilliant. They're easily duplicatable. None of them are ridiculously high in price. Mm-hmm. And that kind of segues into the idea of the jingle mingle, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
So Terry got to learn a little bit about this the other day. And I want to share. I was able to take Sherry's jingle mingle. And I'm going to go ahead and blow it up a little bit here so you guys can see it. But this is what she basically starts promoting right now. And even last month too. So check this out, because a lot of times people are struggling to come up with appointments for November, December. Okay. And what this is you put it in your customers, share it with them like right now. Shop at 40% off this holiday season by hosting a Mary Kay Jingle Mingle. Invite your friends to see what Mary Kay has wrapped up for the season. Creative and nominally priced gift-giving ideas. Something for everyone, even teachers, men, babysitters, hairdressers, teens, and coworkers. Here's what you'll want to do. Invite friends, coworkers, neighbors, couples, church members, softball, soccer moms, etc. If you have at least 10 guests and at least $200 in sales, you qualify to shop in my Mary Kay store for 40% off. You can even hold a quick on-the-go mingle at your work. Call to schedule your jingle mingle and receive a bonus gift. Let's set a date. The mingle is quick, easy, and fun. Shop from your seat, not from your feet.
That's cute.
Okay, because Sherry had a really great handout that I was like, okay, we just got to make this duplicatable. So I've got it as a Canva template that you guys can take and run with it. But here's your Reader's Digest version of what this is. It's going to sound familiar, but here's what's going to happen. If there are 10 guests, the hostess is going to get 40% off. If there's 8, she'll get 30. If there's 6, there'll be 25. And if she has 4 guests, she'll get 20% off. Okay. So it's still a good hostess program, right? If the customer spends at least $40, they'll be able to host their own jingle mingle. So they have to spend $40 at this party. So think about it. If there's 10 people and they all spend $40, that's $400 in sales, right? So that's just kind of thinking about it. And as you're coaching and she says, oh gosh, well, I've only got 6 people coming. Well, that's okay, because you're still going to get 25% off. We're not canceling. We're still going to have this party. Okay. Right. So you have some postcards that she can send out, or textable things that she can send out. Sherry goes to Dollar Tree to get those kinds of postcards, or you can go on InTouch and upload ones to make your own. And you keep the invitation simple. It just would say, you're invited to a holiday jingle mingle. Bring a friend and get $5 instant credit. Festive and creative holiday gift ideas. Sip and shop. Girls' night in, and there'll be an on-time drawing. Okay? On-time drawing is the best, you guys. You help your hostess make her guest list. And here's the best word. Write down the word frank. The word frank. Go vertically. And the F is for friends. The R is for relatives. The A is for acquaintances. The N is for neighbors. And the K is who does she know through her kids? The kids. Okay. So that's her guest list. I love that because it's making it eclectic, right? She's able to invite lots and lots of people. And you're making it very simple. It's a sip and shop. She doesn't pass out the sip till the shopping's done. Okay. So no sippy till the shopping. And
No,
then
she does.
as far as what you're going to bring, there's a handout that I'm going to recreate it on Canva, but it's a who's on your holiday gift list for each guest. Okay. And you're bringing very simple stuff, you guys. You bring a satin hat full size, a satin lips full size tester. You're going to bring 2 to 3 women fragrances. She was saying just 2 men's colognes, and I'll tell you which ones. And then any limited edition items that you want there. Your glamour brush set, a mint bliss and a body care tester, microdermabrasion tester, and then any lip and eye pencil demos that you want. You don't have to have all of them. It's just a show. Eye makeup remover and pads, any lip gloss testers, and you can set up a lip station in the kitchen if you want, but you don't have to because you want to keep it simple. What she does for the testers is she sprays a little bit in the lid. So then you don't have it wafting all over creation. Okay. The men's one that she does is she's got 2 that she does for the men, and it's high intensity sport and high intensity ocean. Okay. And what she does, and it sounds an awful lot like a sofa social, you guys, but she does microdermabrasion on the back of a hand with water. Then you go ahead and demo satin hands and satin lips. If anybody's putting eye pencil or lip pencil on their hands, then you're using the eye makeup remover to demo that.
No cleanser, Dan?
No, she skips the cleanser.
Okay.
And then you spray the cologne in the cap and offer the colognes instantly. It's a 20% discount if anybody purchases colognes, because colognes will sit there and you want to move them so they're not sitting on your shelf for 10 years and smell funny.
Right.
Okay. Then you have them gather in the living room and you have them fill out who's on their shopping list and brainstorm with them. Secret Santa, secret angel for teens, teachers, sisters, girlfriends, moms, dads, husbands, mailmen, or letter carriers, as we call them. Nail techs, hairdressers, whatever has the most on their gift buying list you'll have a wrapped door prize for them. Like what she does is she'll put a deluxe mini eye makeup remover and big cello with a big bow. Or, if you've got a hand cream or whatever you want to use there. Okay. Whatever you choose. Then you're going to use your sales tickets and you're going to ask them, writing down, who's on their holiday wish list. And you're going to review product samples in the kitchen. You're going to show the full size, a satin hands wrapped up with a big old pretty bow. And you're going to say, normally it's 40 to 45, depending on how pretty bow and what you've got in with it. You're going to show the satin lips in a cello bag with shred of some sort for 26. Microdermabrasion, you're going to tell them it's on sale for 55. So you're going to offer some little specials. Retail's 58. You're going to do it for 55. Like I said, fragrance is 20% off. The brush set, $60. Travel roll up is 40, on sale for 36. And then you can have winter looks posted, like have the compact with a couple different winter looks in there. And you're making a note to have makeovers to schedule those. And then what you can do is you're going to show 10 to 12 wrapped gifts. that are around $15 each or 3 for $39. She said 39 is a perfect price point. So you bring them, right? And you pass them. You bring them and pass them, because she was kind of doing this as we were going through the class on Saturday. She was passing the products. And so basically people would start to kidnap them and go, oh, I want this, and put it down by their chair, because she's going to walk out with none of those wrapped gifts. They're all going to be taken. But let's say that I want 3 of them and she's only got 1 of them. Well, she owes her 2, and she'll get those to her. Okay. She's got like coffee and cream, which is a mug with coffee, tea and a spoon, hand cream, $15. Mint Bliss in a wine glass with fuzzy socks, or do a gnome or something like that. Hand cream and fuzzy mittens is You Deserve a Hand. Hand soap and hand sanitizer, which we're almost out of, but that's okay. If anybody's got any, you can do that for $15. A mason jar with a satin hand set and fuzzy mittens, or a holiday beverage napkin, $15. Christmas bear with a deluxe mini lip gloss set, or just a lip gloss itself, $15. These are just little ideas. And basically the hostess serves the refreshments. You encourage the guests to see, who they can shop for. You're going to help them brainstorm. You accept, the payments and stuff like that. Anything can be taken home with them today of the wrapped stuff. And then you take their orders so that she can custom wrap it for them. Okay. And on the women's fragrance, I forgot to tell you that. On the women's fragrance, she picked Live Fearlessly and Confidently You. But you could pick whatever you wanted. Like example, if I've got a whole bunch of Bolera, guess what I'm demoing?
You're going to do that.
I'm going to demo Bolera. So kind of look and see what you've got. If you don't have a lot on your shelf, pick what you like. What you like to sell. But the cool thing is, it's another festive way to hold appointments. And she said she can knock out one of those in less than an hour. Because it's all about, and if people come late and they miss the on-time drawing, they can waft on through. They can go on in and check Microderm on the back of the hand. They can come over and sniff a fragrance and see what's there. Do you know what I mean? It's not quite as important that they be on time as it is when you're trying to do a skincare class. Okay. Terry, was there anything on that I'm missing?
No, I think you pretty much covered everything.
Okay. But I liked it because it kind of, to be totally transparent, it's tricky in November and December to get skincare classes held.
Yes.
I think we would all agree with that. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do in my own brain is like, how can we really change that, and just changing the name of it, you guys.
I love that name, Jingle Mingle.
The Jingle Mingle. And what she does is she has a holiday sweatshirt that she wears, it's like a long sleeve tee, and she'll wear like a Santa hat, and she'll either wear a long sleeve or not a long sleeve. She'll either wear a long skirt with boots, or she'll wear slacks and boots to kind of keep it festive, and I think that's really fun. And then we talked about Pink Friday, and there's a Pink Friday profit plan and all that good stuff. But one of the things that they brought up that I ran with today, and it's already hit the ground running a little bit, is we have a pre-Pink Friday sale. And I'm going to share this template with you guys so you can put your own headshot in there and be cute. And the QR code is for my website, so change it up so that shops at your website. But I'm doing it on November 21st from midnight to 11:59. And for me, I'm doing 30% because I've got, I'm a director, I have the profit, stuff. I'm not, how can I word it? If I didn't have a lot of director level inventory on my shelf, I would probably offer it for 25. Okay. Or 20. But what I'm going to do is I'm doing 30% on the 21st. And then the following week, which is the 28th for actual Pink Friday, I'm going to do 25.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then on Small Business Saturday, it's going to be 20. And then on Cyber Monday, I think I'm going to have it be like just skincare sets.
Mhm.
on sale.
Good.
Something like that. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do on the Monday, but gift wrapping is available. I decided to keep the flyer fairly simple.
I love the simplicity of your flyer, Danny.
I mean, it's got all the information you need, you
Yep.
know, and you guys absolutely can use it and abuse it as you would like. And
Would
and
you list your website on there for people who are not QR people?
I could add that on there, but I also have, that they can call or text.
Yeah.
So most of the people that if they're not tech related or if they're not tech savvy on a QR code, they can
I'll
text.
call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Susie Stoyanowski was our teacher on this one. And what she does is she basically just sets up her website to just do it.
Oh,
And she doesn't worry about it at all. She'll send out emails. And that's one thing I did do right today was I programmed an email that went out today, e-card.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have another one going out next Friday.
okay.
Then I have another one going out the day before.
Okay.
That just you get to schedule those, and they're already pre-scheduled, and so it's set up and ready to go. So if they've registered on your website and their emails on there, and they've elected to receive e-cards,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that's what they'll get. They'll get that notification, and then I did send out a round of text messages. And I did get some hearts back. And one of my customers right away said, okay, before I forget, I want you to write down, this is what I want. And I need you to call me on that day to get my credit card number. So I was like, all right, I'll do that for you.
Right?
It was a pretty good deal. I was like, all right. And then one of my customers today gave me, it was like over $100. And I said, do you want to wait for me to put this through until the 21st? Or do you want to just buy it for full price today? Because it's about a $30 difference. And she said to me, well, I still get the 2 half price items because she earned the 2 half price items off my special sheet.
Mm.
And I said, yeah, I'll honor that. And she was like, okay, put it all together and, run it on the 21st. I was like, okay, great. So that's what I'm going to do. So, when you send these things out, then it's up to you to have negotiating power.
Yes, right.
It's a really great customer and you want to make sure they're taken care of. You can honor it right then and there. No one's saying you can't. It's America.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to, if they're going to shop, like anybody who shopped last week, nobody
Right.
shopped extravagantly with me.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad, but I did want to make sure I got the word out that I was going to do it a week earlier than I've ever done it before. So
I think you're so smart to do it ahead because there's so many stores already doing it ahead. And
Yes.
you may as well get in the boat while we can, right?
Yeah, because I usually do about, I usually do about 2,500 to 3,000 on Pink Friday. And I feel like that's untapped. I feel like if I could get a jump on it to have it be just a pink overlay there. But think about it. If I want 40% off anything, I'm going to get 10 people together so I can get 40% off. And you can do it on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
You could do the whole thing on Zoom and then they're not testing anything, but you can show it, right?
Right.
And on the fragrances, you could describe it.
We know how to sell the sizzle.
We can sell the sizzle and you could absolutely do it that way. And I got to just tell you this little snippet of our retreat, that was the big selling feature, was talking about that. We did talk about Adopt a Grandparent, and there were different versions of that running around, and some of them definitely is working with a nonprofit, and it's just dollars of specific things like fragrance-free things like the wash and shave and the hydrating lotion and the normal to dry 4-in-1 cleanser. And basically, you're getting them to donate an amount, and then you're placing orders. So it's not really Adopt a Grandparent, but it's like angel gifting. They're calling it angel gifting. And that's kind of a cool twist on it. And they do it all year long. Sandy Lilly is one of the directors. She does it all year long as an add-on. And
Who's she donating those to, Dan?
It's a specific place. Terry, do you remember?
Keep going. I'll look for it in my notes.
Yeah, she'll get it. Terry was a monster note taker. I was so proud of her. And some of it, I was just kind of like, she's talking too fast. I can't keep up.
Well, you were also doing a lot.
I was, but it's okay. But there was, it was really kind of a cool idea. And, we're still going to do ours with, taking care of nursing homes and stuff. But I am going to go one step further when I'm asking about the facility. I'm going to ask how many staff there are.
Oh,
Because one of the things that got brought up that I've thought about but not dwelled on was sometimes office staff take some products. It's the reality of it. They probably take a few of those puppies home. And so if we know how many are there, it's one for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the caretakers are being taken care of because that's a thankless job in a lot of ways too.
yes.
And then we're able to take care of the residents as well. So I am going to take that next step of how many staff do we have?
That's a great idea.
Because I feel like there can't be that many people running around. I mean,
They're
maybe
usually understaffed tremendously. So,
Right.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes.
Dan, can I interrupt and just ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is on your eyes? Because your eyes look amazing. Is it
Okay.
the new stuff?
2 of the new things.
It looks
I'm so
so
jealous.
good.
It's 2 of the new things. So I have on the pink one,
Mm-hmm.
the bronze one
Mm-hmm.
of the sticks, and those are permanent line now, you guys. And then on the cool palette, the purple is the contour guy.
Okay.
And then I have my last stick of the emerald eyeliner.
Well, it looks phenomenal, but I think it's the new eyeshadows that I see
I think it
standing
is.
out. I have it on
Yes.
too, but I went really light today,
The
and
pigment on them is so great.
it's so good. I did the copper. I think it's Copper Nova, and the one that's the brown. I'm trying to memorize the names, but
Bronze. is
the bronze. I did those 2 today, and I went pretty light.
Those are pretty though.
But
Mhm.
you guys, I don't know about you, but if you guys haven't tried them, you're gonna fall in love. Like I just sit here and go like this with my eyeshadow. It feels so nice. It's so creamy. Just goes on, and then when it's done, when you stop and you tap it in or brush, whichever you do, I've done both ways now. I like them both. It stays. It just stays. It feels like nothing's on,
Yeah.
and they actually look so pretty. Like you can see that a person has eyeshadow on and stuff. Which sometimes, depending on your skin and all that, it kind of just blends in. But Dan, that is an amazing eye look, friend.
Thanks, friend.
It really is. I mean, it's boom. Like I'm just like drawn right to your eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, those.
Well, thank you, friend. Okay, so I want Terry to do a little bit of sharing
Okay.
about your experience this weekend. You got to tell them a little bit about it. Give them a play-by-play because they've not been to this kind of a retreat before.
Was this Terry's
Okay.
first event like this?
This was her first out-of-town Mary Kay event.
Okay, so 2 things, because I did find the thing you were asking
Yes,
about.
good.
Okay, so but the other thing to go with like the grandparents thing was Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I know that was kind of a side thing.
No. So you've got Pink Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday. I think there's something on Sunday too, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know. But I just remember they said to try to do Giving Tuesday as like a promotion for the adopt a grandparent event type concept.
Yeah. So
And
that would be
then-
like your last push, right?
Oh, yes.
And then it was the Council on Aging.
The
Is
Council
who
on
they
Aging.
actually work with,
Mhm.
and that's how they found all the information and stuff.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
But it's
You're welcome.
super nonprofit and it's awesome. So now Terry got to ride in a car for 3.5 hours with Danny and Susan Zapanzik.
Oh, my goodness.
Both ways.
Oh,
Phil
yeah,
has
see,
got
that
to ride in a
reaction
car with Danny and
was
Susan Zapanzik too. So
Yes.
it's quite a treat, I guess.
Yes, it is.
And I was backseat the whole time, so it was even better because
That's
I got to listen to the two of them. Very entertaining. So Danny, you are a great driver. I will tell you that one. So thank you, friend.
Thanks, friend. I'll tell Jeff you said that.
Why does he say that you're not a good driver?
No, he never has said
okay.
I'm not a good driver. I just like to let him know that other people think I can, because I usually sit there and go, yeah, that's very good.
Okay, so how much detail do you want me to go into?
You
here?
can talk until you're done talking.
Okay. So I took, hold on, I'll show you guys how much notes I took. because it's insane. So this is how much in notes I took.
Oh, wow.
So, and I mean, literally, it was a lot. And we did a lot of talking, a lot of training. Kathy was freaking awesome. She really did like talk with everybody and get to know everybody. Friday night was us showing up there and chaos at times. And then we got into training, and it was literally training, dinner, training. And then we went to sleep. And that was fun. I don't even remember how many speakers were on Friday night, Danny.
Just a couple. It was just a couple on Friday.
Okay. And then Saturday, it was breakfast early in the morning, and by 9:15 we were in the room again. And Saturday was the throw up until you can't think anymore day. And I mean it in a good way, but it was a lot of information. And we went over the book, and honestly, after listening to all of the instructors talk about the book, it's one that I'm actually going to get this year for myself for Christmas. It was, what was the book?
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Oh, yes.
By Susan Jeffers.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
So it was, and each of the instructors actually had a chapter that really tied into their personalities, into like how they would teach something. So Danny, if you were the chooser of each person's chapter, you did a really good job on that one because you knew their strengths. So, and
some of it was a God thing because some of them I didn't know.
oh,
That's
Yeah.
even more impressive, right, Terry?
that is even more
There were
impressive.
three directors there that I'd never met before, and I was trying to figure out where to put them, and I went, okay, let's just put them there.
And I think honestly, out of the whole entire thing, there was only one instructor that I could not follow, but she was kind of all over the place. And I even talked with Danny about that one. And then, yeah, I mean,
And her name was Danny McCracken.
oh heck no. So Danny was the last instructor. And I mean, like everybody was like, oh damn. No one was like everyone was speechless in the room because Danny kind of nailed everything on the head in the coffin and like put it to rest. And it was good. It was very, very good. And we got to ask Kathy questions. So we all wrote like little notes to her to ask questions. And I think she answered everybody's questions. She answered mine.
Oh, good.
I do know that one. And so I mean, it was good. I will totally do it again though.
Talk about the fire pit.
Okay, so the fire pit is after all the crazy was kind of a very emotional night. So that was Saturday night. We went and we all sat around the fire pit. It was very calm, very soothing. And Kathy is talking to all of us, and she is just like drawing raw emotion out of everybody. And the biggest thing is we had to write down our fear on a piece of paper, and we had to put it in the fire and let it burn. And I don't think there was really a dry eye in that whole entire group of us.
No.
Including myself. And it was really good. I have pictures of it still on my phone, have not been uploaded.
It's okay. It's okay. But it was so powerful, you guys. It was just really, getting really raw and honest, directors and consultants, their biggest fear and rolling that sucker up tight and throwing it,
Yeah.
We also did this group time.
Oh, I did forget about that.
That I thought was really, really cool. We had done it last year too. And I thought it was I wanted to keep it in the agenda. And so every director had 2 to 3 consultants, and none of them were their own, and no consultant was from the same unit in the group. So that gave you the chance to be a little bit more transparent, I think. And so Terry had Sherry Farrar Meyer,
Big dog
in her group.
Oh.
And
Oh yes.
yeah, but talk a little bit about Sherry because she's amazing.
I love Sherry, and I only met her for a very short amount of time. And she 100% just kind of lights a fire under your butt and tells you to do the hard thing. So Saturday, she told me to do the hard thing.
And
And
what
I
was
did.
that?
So we had to write down 3 people to call for setting up like a skincare class or a party of some sort, whatever it might be. But she wanted you to call 3 people. I called one and I booked one. So I'm booked for Sunday.
Yay.
Yes. So
And she took advantage of customer delivery service, you guys. She sent a skincare sample and a charcoal mask sample. So all she paid was shipping.
Nice. Yeah.
yes, because
And
my
it-
person is in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be online and it's going to be awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And I'm just so proud of you, my friend.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of me too.
And Terry, I'm so glad that you went because sometimes you think, oh, I'll just stay home. It's not that big a deal or whatever. I can watch some videos or something, but there's something magical that happens when you travel with your Mary Kay girlfriends.
Yes.
One just to me, like the best thing is just a break from what you do every day. It's
Right.
just that break. And when you get to go to something that's like in a beautiful setting, like you guys were in the mountains or the trees or somewhere,
Yeah, we're in the
Oh,
mountains,
yes.
it's a change of scenery that your soul just loves. And then you get to hear from all different people. And sometimes that one little idea can change the trajectory of everything.
Right.
And you realize how awesome your director is because you've had her awesomeness all along. But when you get to see her in a bigger pond, it's really amazing that you think, oh, I'm so glad that I'm in the team or the unit that I'm in. It's right where I'm supposed to be. And it gives you new confidence in your business too.
Mm-hmm.
And the more we travel, I don't know, the more fun we have. We have stories from every trip we've ever taken.
Yeah.
And it's just
Well,
what
and
it
Terry
is.
got to be in a room with Linda and me. We were
Oh God.
Oh, there you go.
And there was a consultant named Joni from Washington State, and she was from a different unit. And so we were kind of mixed and mingled in there. And
Right.
it took Joni until Saturday night to really talk.
Yes.
But then she did, and she's really a sweetheart. But I think she was just scared of us.
Could
I
be.
don't know why.
I don't
I
Yeah,
know.
right,
Imagine
right.
that.
But you know what else we did was the gals got to sign up for tomahawk and archery
I love archery.
and
Oh.
zip lining.
Nice.
And a lot of that was feel the fear and get on that zip line, right? And so Terry positioned herself to be able to record every single one of them zip lining.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
So it was so great so that they can see. And Linda had she had 4 consultants come with
Yeah.
her. And so they were a couple of them were buddied up when they went down the line. And it was just so cool to see them overcome that fear.
Yep.
Of doing it. And one of the directors got stuck up there, which made me giggle. But
Oh.
And like out in the middle of it too. So they had to actually like pull her in. It's
No.
okay. It's okay. It was
and I'm
hilarious.
just thankful it was not me.
Thank
And
you.
my goal is to next year weigh the weight that I need to weigh to be able to do it. Because everybody was like, you should do it. You should do it. And I was like, well, I guess it's kind of just like doing a slide. I could do that. And I said to one of them, I said, I need you to find out the weight limit. Oh, there's no weight limit. I'm like, it's a rope. There's a weight limit.
Yes.
Go find out. And they came back and told me, and I went, yeah, no.
Not yet. You just say not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, Dan, do you remember? And it wasn't an out of town retreat, but it was a retreat where we, had a lot of time together.
Mhm.
And I did something at that retreat and never imagined myself doing, but we broke a board. Do you remember that one?
I do.
That was so powerful because I thought I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And every person did it. I mean, we were in a circle together. Every person did it at
Well,
different times. And
I
it
can
was
tell you,
powerful.
next year we're looking to do the same kind of thing, but the events that we're going to do them together, and not like zipline, but there's other things that they offer at that
Mhm.
resort. And so I was talking with Kathy today because Kathy Oliveira is, I mean, and I told her, I said, why rock the boat on the agenda? The agenda's fantastic. It's your agenda. She goes, I seem to have recognized that. And it was kind of, very funny because she's a master organizer and a master delegator. And so it was a lot of fun because there were a lot of directors that Trish and I would see on our Monday Zooms that we got to see in person and hang out with. And that was really a lot of fun. And, but yeah, we got to be silly. We got to laugh a lot.
Cry
and cry a lot. It was a perfect Mary Kay event because if you laugh and cry, then you're good to go, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you get motivated. And one of the things that Linda said in the message to everybody was this was the first time on the drive home that her girls were doing nothing but talking strategy about what they learned and came back with. And really, that's pretty much what Terry and Susan and I were talking about in the car too. It was all about what our takeaways were and how we were going to take that information and run with it. And I'm going to leave this topic just a little bit because I wanted to kind of boil it down to this. When we talk about being afraid to do something in our business, I want us to think back to things that we have had to do in our normal non-Mary Kay life that have been really hard and that have been like pivotal in our personal growth or in our life, or it could be something that turned out really great, or it could be something that really, really sucker punched us or knocked us down or heartbreaking or whatever. And the fact that you get through that, something that was hard, like really, really hard. And the thought of picking up a phone and leaving a message isn't so hard then.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think everybody has to go back to. It's like, what was something that you had to do that was so hard and so like nearly debilitating, and you did it? Okay, it's time to pick up the phone and make a booking call. Because that's not so hard. And you guys, I came up in my group, I came up with a really simple script that you might want to steal and use. Because it's that time of year, especially with December rolling around. It's really great to get this one out near Christmas time too, if it's round 2 of it or whatever, because a lot of times moms and women in general don't get what they want for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
They get a blender, and they did not specifically ask for this blender. Okay. And this is where you can send the message and say, hey, on the 26th, we're going to be doing makeovers or glass skin facials or glow facials or whatever. Did you not get what you wanted for Christmas? Okay. But basically what I gave my 2 gals was, every year it's time for a checkup for the neck up. And it's my job to offer that to you as your consultant. So would you rather do that checkup alone or with friends? So you're not even giving them the opportunity to decline the checkup. Do you see what I'm saying? You're assuming the yes. And honestly, if they were to say no, I think let me ask you this. If they said no, what would be a thing you could follow up to still get them to participate somewhat in a checkup from the neck up? If they said no, or no thank you, or gosh, I'm just so busy I can't really get together with you right now, what could they do to help you or for you to help them?
Let's hop on Zoom.
Hop on Zoom is definitely one way. What else? There's one that's even faster.
How about skin analysis app?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Do you have time to do a skin analysis, and let's check it out and compare it to last time?
Mm.
And that could be the beginning of your customer profiles that you have in little folders.
Mm-hmm.
Of what did their skin analysis look like here?
Yeah.
Versus what does it look like now? And let's talk about what products you're using or not using that were recommended, and why are you not happy with your skin? Because you're not using the products. Do you know what I mean? It can become a conversation still over text or voice messages or whatever,
Right.
and you can still do it without necessarily meeting them in person. But we know in person or on Zoom is the best because you're getting to look at their little faces and connect, right? But if they don't, if they're too busy, just, do you have a time to do the analysis? And one of my customers, right at the end of October, she used to live right up the street from Basic High School. And now she lives in Florida. And it was her birthday discount. And she goes, Danny, I'm going through the hormone change. I don't even know what I should be using anymore. And I was like, do you have time to do the skin analyzer app before we figure it out? She goes, yes. I said, now go ahead and do it. Follow the prompts. I sent her a little picture of what it looked like. And I said, and don't be scared because it's going to send you a list that's like the kitchen
mile long.
Mhm.
And we're not going to recommend all the products. We're going to kind of start small. And she was like, okay. So we went from her using only cleanser and occasional moisturizer to the Ultimate Miracle set. So she threw Microderm in there, or the super duper one.
Microderm and eye cream.
Yeah, Microderm and eye cream, and retinol.
So good.
I said it's time, and part of it was I got to look at the pictures too. She sent me the pictures, so I was like, oh yeah, we need to get rid of some of that. And so that was what we did. And she's super excited. She's like, I'm going to call you and we're going to go over. We got to mark all the boxes so she knows what order to do it all in. But she really will, and that's kind of what you get to do with them. And I think it's a great opportunity to do that now, even leading into Pink Fridays and Jingle Mingles and New Year, New You makeovers. There's a lot of opportunities, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but I definitely want you to know options. So I want you to figure out what you're going to take and run with. Okay? Because you all know how to use the product. Y'all know how to use it. So I want you to be able to use it and show people how to use it, because all of you have great skin. And you're both, you two, Terry and Phyllis, are beautiful. Trish and I are beautiful too, but
yes, you both are too.
Yeah, but we're telling you, you're both beautiful. And so I really want you guys to just take it and just go crazy nuts. The end.
The end. Go crazy nuts.
I have a question for Terry. What stuck out for you at this retreat? What really had a light bulb go on for you?
It was. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Hold the thought. While we're holding that thought, Phyllis, I'll tell you, I got a booking on Saturday at a baby shower. And I was so excited. I was so excited about it. We can book everywhere we go.
That's it.
All right, Terry, we want to hear it.
Okay, so it was Kimmy, right, Danny?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not telling them everything, Danny, but I will tell you this is the topic she talked about, and I don't know what chapter it was. Do you remember, Danny? So that way that there's a reference to it.
9. Chapter 9.
Okay, what was the name of it? I'm making her do work.
Oh, please. I have the agenda right here.
We didn't have the director's agenda. We just had the sales consultant's agenda.
Yeah.
Kimmy was just nod your head and say yes.
So she put together a paper and it says belief. I can't do that backwards. Belief repatterning tool. And it's kind of one of those you follow like the prompts that are on here and everything. And I will totally upload this so you can actually see it.
Yes.
Thank you. That'd be great.
But you start with a topic or a belief, and then you go into the beliefs that you must have. And then the source of the story. So where did this belief originate? So you have to find where that originated in you. What is this costing me? And then it's creating like a more empowering and empowering story. And how can I serve others with this new belief? and evidence to support my new belief. So on the back, we kind of were filling things out as she was going through it. And this is where I kind of had my own breakthrough moment with this whole entire retreat, which is what it was called. So it works out good. And it's, what was my biggest goal that I had achieved in my life, which was actually photographing, the cover of the magazine, Las Vegas Women's Magazine, I believe it was. And I did that right before COVID happened.
Mhm.
So that was my biggest moment. And then it's kind of doing okay, so what now? Where do I go from here? So it was just building on that. But the way that she actually presented it, and honestly, I would talk to Susan because I believe she recorded it
She did.
and have her like figure a way to send that to you just so you can hear how she did it. I mean, like, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it just because like it was that good.
Mm,
So that was my biggest moment from it.
that's awesome.
It basically gives you the chance to write down 6 negative things to go with that your brain goes towards.
Oh, okay.
So if you really want to be, let's say, a Cadillac director, what are 6 negative things that your brain immediately goes towards when you
Okay.
think of becoming that?
Yeah.
And you come up with 6 things. And what she was saying is that on the sixth one is what it really is.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And it just sucker punches you.
It literally will make you sob.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Be ready for it. Is that what you're saying, Terry?
huh?
Be ready for the sob. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Danny got to see it.
But it was so good. It was so good. And so, we're going to get that recording from Susan because she voice memo recorded everybody.
Wow.
And, it really, the thing that came that kind of like summarized the whole book was what I ended my whole chunk of talking with was, if Dr. Jeffers was going to be like summarizing it, it would be, you don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing.
Mhm.
One step right now is all it takes to start changing your view. And tiny little steps work. Tiny steps are stackable wins, you guys. And we can have anything we want in this business
Yep.
if we just take the itty bitty little steps.
Mhm.
So that's all I have.
Fantastic, you guys. Thanks for sharing. Right, Phyllis? We feel like we got a little touch of being there.
Yes.
So thank you.
so much for
Right?
sharing.
Thank you for
And-
sharing.
I'm going to give you guys a challenge for next week. Your challenge for next week is to get a Jingle Mingle booked.
I like it.
I think that's totally reasonable. Don't you guys think?
Yes.
And I will share the template so you can use it and make it your own. I'll get that on Facebook and in an email. And we will have big, crazy fun. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, my girls. I'm going to stop the